Exercise adherence is sticking to a sport, and John would need this to continue with his swimming. Some reasons why someone may take up exercise in the first place is to stay healthy. For John, a reason for taking up exercise would not only be to stay healthy, it would be to prevent diseases and illnesses. So this would be very important because his family is prone to health problems such as obesity, which can lead to very severe problems such as heart attacks. The swimming that John used to do would help keep this managed, so he stayed healthy, and this is the main reason why John's parents encouraged him to take up swimming in the first place. Another reason why John swam was because he enjoyed it when his parents took him and loved playing the games in the pool with his parents and siblings, causing him to do swimming lessons. Some other reasons why John started exercise was because it allowed him to spend more time with his family, which is a social reason. He also probably met new people in the swimming lessons who he became friends with. However, there are also some reasons why someone might not exercise, such as injury. If John had been injured in any way, then he wouldn't have been able to swim, so wouldn't have been exercising. However, he hasn't had any long-term injuries that have stopped him from exercising. Some people may have back problems or other injuries that make it painful for them to exercise, so they avoid exercising altogether. Another reason why someone may not exercise is because they don't have time. But time doesn't affect John very much because he's still in school, so he doesn't have a long work hours. It also doesn't affect his parents bringing him to swimming lessons because they have regularly taken him and his siblings swimming. John also didn't have a lack of money preventing him from exercising because he has swimming lessons, whereas for some people they may not exercise because they can't afford to do classes or lessons and there isn't any facilities that allow them to exercise for free. For someone to stick to exercise, there may be different determinants that affect their exercise adherence. John stuck to his swimming for a very long time but recently gave it up, so he doesn't have exercise adherence anymore. One of these determinants for exercise adherence is personal factors, which can include their behaviour such as their personality. Some people may have a personality where they are more likely to stay doing exercise, whereas some other people may get bored easily and struggle to continue exercising over a longer period of time. This can be affected by previous experiences. Another personality factor affecting exercise adherence could be the income that someone gets. If they have a higher income, then they are more likely to be able to afford exercise for a long time. However, someone with a low income may not be able to afford the exercise they are doing after a while. Another determinant is environmental factors such as social friends or family. John's family are very encouraging to him to continue exercising, so he is more likely to have a higher swimming adherence rate because his family supports him. However, he stopped swimming because of his classmates in his swimming PE class, so there are also social aspects which can decrease exercise adherence as well. Another environmental factor that could affect exercise adherence is physical aspects such as the weather or facilities. For example, if someone wanted to ski, they wouldn't be able to because there isn't any snow in England, so they wouldn't be able to regularly go, and there also isn't many facilities that can offer skiing. This also wouldn't affect John because he can swim all year round, and there are many facilities for swimming that are easily accessible for him. The last determinant for exercise adherence is activity-related factors such as how expensive the activity is. For John, he can do swimming with school, which has no expense, so this won't affect his exercise adherence rates. There are many models of behaviour change in sports, such as the trans-theoretical model of behaviour change, which can be abbreviated to TTM. In this model, there are 5 stages to exercise adherence. The first stage is pre-contemplation. This is where someone isn't even thinking about changing their behaviour and are defensive that they won't change their behaviour. Now that John has stopped swimming, he is certain that he definitely won't start swimming again, and this is the stage his parents need to get him past to make him start swimming again. The second stage that John should enter next is the contemplation stage, where he will be getting ready to start his healthy behaviour again. He will start to become more open-minded to swimming again as he starts to see the positives in it, such as how swimming is healthy and he does enjoy it, but there will still be negatives such as how he isn't as good as his classmates that John's parents will need to help him get rid of so he can start swimming again. The next stage after the contemplation stage is the preparation stage, where the positives of starting swimming has overweighed the negatives, and John is taking gradual steps to start his swimming again. It's also important for his parents not to rush him, so they would get him to swim but not introduce him to swimming competitively yet when he is not ready. The next stage is the action stage, where John will hopefully start swimming again. However, it will be a challenge for him and he is at a risk of stopping again. To stop him from stopping, John's parents need to continue and encourage him so he will continue to swim. The last stage is the maintenance stage, where John has overcome his barriers and is swimming again. However, he will still need to be reminded of the benefits of swimming and not exposed to any negatives, such as the competitions that he doesn't like, and that could cause him to go all the way back down to the pre-contemplation stage, which is what happened when he was maintaining his swimming before but stopped after his PE swimming sessions. A way to help John in this process is to set smart goals to encourage him and to give him something small to work towards first before he finally starts swimming again regularly. For example, him and his parents could set a goal where they go swimming casually once a week and then build the goals up to him starting his swimming lessons again full time. Another model is the health belief model, which is where there are different variables affecting someone's exercise adherence. One of these variables is the perceived threats that may happen if someone doesn't exercise, such as John's family being prone to CHD or related illnesses such as hypertension caused from obesity. If John doesn't exercise, it is likely that he too will get these illnesses, which can be very severe. His parents can use this to help him get him to exercise again by telling him the risks and how susceptible he is of getting overweight. They could talk about other family members as an example of what could happen to him if he doesn't exercise, and tell him of the dangers of not exercising so he starts swimming again. There are also different benefits and barriers that can affect someone's exercise adherence. The benefits may be environmental, such as social factors. John's family all swim, which is a benefit because it will make him more likely to start swimming again with them. There are also personal benefits, such as John's enjoyment for swimming, which cause him to stay swimming and take swimming lessons for a long time. However, the barriers are what caused him to stop exercising and doing his swimming. An environmental barrier would be the social aspect of swimming with his peers, because they are part of the reason of why he stopped swimming. A personal barrier that caused him to stop swimming was that he didn't enjoy the competitions because they made him feel as if he wasn't as good, so this caused him to stop swimming. Another activity-related factor that could be a barrier is money and the expense of an activity. However, this is a benefit for John because the swimming at his school is free, so he doesn't need to pay for it. For John to take up swimming again, his parents should keep reminding him of the benefits of swimming and try to banish any barriers that could be preventing him from doing his swimming again. Another variable that could affect someone's exercise adherence is their cues to action, which are the things that push someone to take part and to continue taking part in exercise. For John, this may be that his parents have offered to pay for his swimming lessons, so everything is ready for him to take part in swimming again, and all he has to do is attend the lessons that he hasn't needed to pay for. It also shows his parents' support, and he might want to make him proud by deciding to start swimming again. The last variable that could affect exercise adherence is self-efficacy. This is if someone thinks that they can continue, and for John to start swimming again, he needs to believe in himself and can carry on, and this can be helped by his parents reassuring him that he is good and encouraging him to take part again. The last model is the theory of planned behaviour, and this model believes that if someone plans to do a behaviour, then they are more likely to do it. There are 3 different factors that can affect someone's intention to do exercise, and they are behavioural attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavioural control. Behavioural attitudes are how someone thinks and feels about the behaviour that they're going to do. This includes affective attitudes, which are how they feel, such as how John really enjoys his swimming, and also instrumental attitudes, which are the benefits of their behaviour, such as how it will keep John healthy and prevent him from illnesses that he may be prone to. Both of these will make John want to exercise more and feel more positive about his swimming. Another factor is subjective norms, which is the support that John is given. This can be injunctive norms, which is how he's encouraged by others and his family, who is very supportive and want John to continue swimming again. And also descriptive norms, which is people who may participate too, such as John's parents and siblings who go swimming with him. The last factor is perceived behavioural control, which is the capability and competence and confidence that someone has in what they are doing. If John improves all of these, then it is likely that he will start swimming again and have a higher exercise adherence rate.